Hezbollah and Hamas are never going to be eliminated, as in non-existent. They're both an ideology, but they're also a movement that is rooted in a nationalist resistance. I do think Hamas has been debilitated over the last year, and that presents an entirely new security challenge. You know, they're no longer a de facto governing entity with an armed wing. They are now an insurgency. And so, yes, they're weaker, but they're never going to go away.
Hamas's positions have not changed. The leadership in Doha has announced following Sinwar's death that they are committed to the same positions with regard to a ceasefire deal, an end to the war, the removal of Israeli forces, and so forth. And so I think the Americans and Israelis have said all along that Yahya Sinwar is the primary obstacle to a ceasefire. Now that he's out of the picture, I think the ball really falls back into Israel's court.
It does create, in principle, an opportunity for Israel to move closer to declaring that it achieves two of the three war objectives that it set for itself at the beginning of the war, meaning making sure that Hamas will not govern Gaza anymore and making sure Hamas doesn't have the capacity to pose another threat on Israel. The third objective is the hostages. So the hope is now that Sinwar is dead and a really swift move could be made in order to release the hostages.
The last 3 months the Biden team has in office, despite what I see as its very poor performance on the Middle East, they have an opportunity here. But that opportunity requires doubling down, particularly on diplomacy, and then linking diplomacy with the military and security moves. You know, time's running short in this administration, and I wouldn't put high odds on success here.